All right, now let's talk about our dining options. What does dining option mean? This is a restaurant. People come here ultimately to dine. So here's what it means. We have different ways that a customer can enjoy our food. And these are our dining options. On the top of the ticket, there is going to be written what the dining option is, and that's going to determine a few things. So our dining options are the following. We have dine in, we have carry out, we have phone orders, we have online takeouts, we have online deliveries, and we have regular deliveries. These are the 6 different dining options that could be written on top of your ticket, on the tickets that we have around here. So dine in, if the ticket says dine in, it usually is needing to have a table number on it as well. If there is no table number, the kitchen will notify our Gem 5 in the hallway immediately, because a Gem 1 who's handling that order failed to put the table number on it. But for easy stuff, let's talk about that. So 1 is going to be the ticket is going to say dine in on it. So to serve that food, we're going to put it in trays and bowls or whatever it is, and it is going to be somebody who's right here in the dining room. If there's a table number and it says dine in, that customer is here somewhere, either outside or in here, waiting for that food. So that as well tells our kitchen how long they have before they have to pump out that food. And usually what they shoot for is about 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes is what we're shooting for our dine-in for the kitchen team. Let's talk about carry-out. Carry-out happens when a customer walks into the door. They physically came already to the restaurant. They come in, they go to our register, they place their order to go, and they are sitting waiting for their food, also impatiently, very hungry. So they're either sitting at the bench or they're sitting at the bar and they're waiting for their food. For the kitchen team, it's going to be the same, and that carry out needs to be made ASAP, because the customer is just sitting and waiting for that food, counting the minutes till they get their food. They're going to get in the car and go. The other things is that food is going to be served in boxes because it's to go, and the food does not go into our warmer at all because the customer's here waiting for it. So when a ticket says carry out, it's going to be cut, put in boxes, sent to the Gem 5 in the hallway, and the bell is going to be rang for the food to come to the front, and to identify which customer that is, get in Parmesan to go, and whatever it is. And the process of getting to go, we're going to go into depth later. But to understand, and we had to put the thing on top, carry it out, all in capital letters. Why? Because we were making mistakes, and the cutter would put the box, the to go that the customer's waiting here in our warmer, and it would sit forever till the customer complains. Why? Because our Gem 4 and our Gem 2 failed to hashtag identify a customer left behind. So the customer's sitting 30 minutes for waiting their food when the food is sitting in the deck oven. Gem 5 failed to check on the tablet that, hey, there is this carry out, and the time has been 30 minutes on it. That should have been out already. Where is it at? Gem 3 failed as well to check the deck oven to make sure that any food that we have usually our Gem 3 give courtesy calls telling the customer to come pick up their food. So they failed as well. So sadly, it sometimes happens that we have layers and layers of everybody failing to do their job, and the customer suffers, and they get really pissed because they're hungry and hangry, waiting for their food, and the food was in our warmer to begin with. So carry out does not go into the deck oven. It comes to the front to go out, because it's to be carried out immediately. Next is going to be our phone order. Phone order is just basic. Customer is in their house or they're driving or whatever. They're going to call our restaurant to place their order. And our Gem 3 is the person who takes that phone order. We usually communicate a wait time to that customer. Our default, I believe, is about 15 to 20 minutes. And it depends. If we are in a busy night like a Friday, that time is going to be more, maybe 20 to 25 minutes or 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how busy we are. A Gem 3 is the person who needs to identify and know what is the time that we're communicating to the customer. That's going to be a separate training for you to know, but the wait time is expressed by Gem 3, and there is a method for that. But so here's how it works. The customer places their phone on the phone, and then they're going to get in their car, and they're going to come over here, and the flow is going to be this. They're going to park their car, they're going to come out here, and they're going to come out here, usually go to that register. They may come to this register, because the Gem 1 is like, how's it going, sir? How can I help you? And they're like, hey, I'm here for a pickup. So Gem 1 is going to identify that customer. Or they may go to that tablet over there, which is our pickup tablet, and they're going to express that they're here for a pickup. So our Gem 1 identifies the name of the customer, finds that ticket in the POS for the customer to pay, because usually people who place their order over the phone, they usually don't pay over the phone, they pay in store. But and you may be Gem 2, you're going to be asked to go locate that food and bring it to the front. There's a whole procedure and training on how to do that. What if the food is here? What if the food is not there? And all of that we will get through later. But that is our phone order. Customer placed their order on the phone, and they're here for pickup. Next is online takeout. We have online ordering on our website. You can go to our website, place your order for pickup or for delivery. You can choose to pay online or pay in store. For online takeout, for an online delivery, you can choose to pay online or pay it cash with pay for your food cash with our driver. An online takeout is going to have a default wait time of 20 minutes, is what the system communicates to the customers placing their phone online. Sadly, we cannot change that, so if the order is too large or whatever, it presents a problem, but that's why the Gem 5 is to catch that, and we can always call the customer to communicate a longer wait time or whatever it is. But it works very similar, that a customer is in their house, they go on their computer or on their phone, they place their order, they get in the car, they park, they get out, they come in, and they say, I'm here for a pickup, and we have to identify that ticket, whatever it is. It works very similar to phone orders. That is online takeout. Online takeout is not carry out, because carry out is the person who is here sitting here, and the food is carried out. It's different. So for you to know what the difference is between online takeout, because it was placed online and the customer is not here waiting in the building for it. Next is going to be two things. One is going to be delivery and online delivery. So here's the difference. The regular delivery, if it says on the ticket, it means that the customer called the restaurant, our phone, and placed their order for delivery. They may have paid it with their card, which is a process. We ask the customer, would you like to pay over the phone, or would you like to pay cash with the driver? So the payment may have been whatever it is. The Gem 3 is the person who communicates our wait time, which usually it's about 45 minutes to 60 minutes. And I believe the online system on our website, if someone goes in to place their order for delivery, it's about 60 minutes as well. Very similar. And all of the tickets, except the online, if you have a question about a ticket that is a dine-in, you need to look up the server's name on it, because that's the person who took that order. If it's a carry-out, similarly, you can tell which is the server who took that order. Phone, you can tell who's the person who took that order as well. The delivery as well. Here is why. If people have questions about a ticket, they're going to go to that person. So just so you know, if you're taking an order, your name is going to be on the server on that ticket. So you're like, oh, I didn't do it, or I wasn't. Because every time the order is placed into the system, it's going to prompt you to put in your code again, so we can identify who's the one who's placing the order in the POS. And this as well is good for other metrics that we can measure in our back end of our POS system. On our tickets, as well as the dining option, you can see the name of the server, as I mentioned, as well as many times, depending on the dining option, for a phone order, we can see the customer's phone number and their name. For online takeout as well, we can see their name, we can see their email address, as well as their phone number. And for any delivery, we can see the address and the phone number and the name. So the phone number is critical, because that's one of their only ways to directly communicate with that customer without going to their house directly, right? So the phone number has always need to be captured correctly, so we have a way of communicating with that customer if we have any questions about the order, or something needs to be clarified or communicated.